September 28, 2025, a day that brought reflection and sorrow across politics, sports, design, and journalism. The people we remember today came from different nations and different callings, yet each built a life of purpose that touched countless others. From the halls of government to the roar of the football stadium, from the quiet focus of a billiards table to the creative spark of architecture and broadcasting, their stories remind us how diverse greatness can be. Tonight, we pause to celebrate their journeys, their accomplishments, and the lasting legacies they leave behind. Myron Lowery dedicated his life to making Memphis a place where every citizen has a voice and a chance to thrive. In the heart of Memphis, where music and history intertwine, few figures embodied the spirit of public service quite like Myron Lowery. Known for his steady voice and approachable style, Lowery dedicated decades of his life to making local government more transparent and responsive to the people it served. Born and raised in Memphis, Myron came of age during a period of social change. Early on, he developed a passion for communication, first as a journalist and television reporter, where he built a reputation for fairness and curiosity. His work in broadcasting gave him a front-row seat to the struggles and triumphs of his community, and it sparked a deeper conviction that real change required action from inside the halls of power. Transitioning from journalism to politics, Lowery won a seat on the Memphis City Council in the early 1990s. For more than 2 decades, he became a familiar presence in City Hall, a leader who valued dialogue over division. Colleagues often remarked on his ability to bridge differences, whether debating budgets, zoning laws, or long-term development plans. Myron's tenure coincided with pivotal moments in Memphis history: economic shifts, debates over public safety, and conversations about racial equity. Through it all, he championed open government, insisting that citizens had the right to know how decisions were made and how their tax dollars were spent. His background in journalism made him a natural advocate for transparency, and he pushed for reforms that brought more sunlight into city operations. In 2009, after the resignation of Mayor Willie Harrington, Lowery briefly stepped into the role of interim mayor of Memphis. Though his time in the city's highest office was short, it was marked by decisive action and a steadying influence during a period of uncertainty. Residents remember his calm leadership, his willingness to listen, and his focus on continuity rather than personal ambition. Beyond the council chamber, Myron Lowery devoted energy to civic life in countless ways. He supported cultural initiatives, neighborhood revitalization projects, and youth programs designed to give the next generation a stronger voice. He understood that a city's future depends on engaged citizens, and he worked tirelessly to inspire participation at every level. Friends and colleagues describe him as a man of quiet humor and relentless optimism, someone who believed that government, despite its challenges, could be a force for good. His decades of service left an imprint not only on policy, but on the very fabric of Memphis, reminding residents that progress comes from listening, compromise, and persistent effort. In the later years of his life, Lowery remained a respected elder statesman, offering guidance to young leaders and continuing to champion causes close to his heart. His presence at community events, forums, and celebrations was a testament to his enduring commitment to the city he loved. When news of his passing reached Memphis, tributes poured in from across the political spectrum. Fellow council members, journalists, and ordinary citizens remembered a man who never stopped working to make his hometown better. A man whose career stood as proof that service, honesty, and empathy can leave a lasting mark. Myron Lowery's story is one of dedication, from reporter's desk to City Hall, from local neighborhoods to the mayor's office. It is the story of a Memphian who believed in the power of connection and the importance of giving back. And though his voice may now be silent, the echoes of his leadership continue to guide the city he served so faithfully. Araquistáin was a wall in goal, calm under pressure and always reliable, a goalkeeper every team dreams of having. José Araquistáin was born on March 4, 1937, in El Goibar, a small Basque town in Spain. Growing up in post-war Spain, he experienced a childhood shaped by hardship and resilience. Football, for young José, was more than a game. It was a path to freedom, expression, and hope. Even as a boy, he demonstrated an extraordinary aptitude for goalkeeping, combining agility, focus, and an instinctive understanding of the game. At 18, Araquistáin joined the youth team of Real Sociedad, quickly standing out for his composure under pressure and fearless style. His debut for the first team came in 1956, and it didn't take long before fans and coaches alike recognized his talent. Over the next few seasons, he became known for remarkable saves, sharp reflexes, and a quiet leadership that inspired confidence in his teammates. In 1961, Real Madrid, one of Europe's most celebrated clubs, signed him. It was a pivotal moment in his career. At Madrid, he faced immense pressure. Guarding the net for a team that had won multiple European Cups demanded skill, courage and nerves of steel. Araquistáin met every challenge. He played 97 matches over 7 seasons, helping the club secure domestic titles, and most memorably, the 1966 European Cup. His performance in critical matches, including tight league encounters and European clashes, earned him admiration for his calmness under fire and his ability to make decisive saves at key moments. Beyond club football, Araquistáin represented Spain internationally. He played in the 1962 FIFA World Cup in Chile, facing teams such as Brazil and Czechoslovakia. While Spain did not advance far in that tournament, his appearances reflected the recognition of his skill at the highest level. Teammates describe him as disciplined, supportive, and a player who balanced competitiveness with camaraderie. After leaving Real Madrid, he continued his career at Elche and later Castellón, consistently displaying the qualities that had made him a respected goalkeeper: focus, resilience, and integrity. Even after retiring in 1973, Araquistáin's love for football remained. He engaged in community projects, mentored young players, and participated in events promoting the sport in his region. Off the field, Araquistáin was known for his humility, wisdom, and gentle humor. He valued family, friendship, and tradition, often returning to Elgoibar to support local football initiatives. His presence inspired young athletes, showing that dedication and perseverance could open doors to international opportunities. In the later decades of his life, Araquistáin continued to be celebrated as a legend. Real Madrid honored him at special events, fans visited him for advice, and sports journalists often recalled his career highlights: dramatic saves, decisive European Cup performances, and a professional attitude that set a standard for goalkeepers everywhere. On September 28, 2025, the world of football marked the passing of José Araquistáin at the age of 88. Tributes poured in from across Spain and the globe. Former teammates, fans, and clubs remembered not only his accomplishments on the pitch, but also his character, mentorship, and lifelong devotion to the game. His legacy is a blend of athletic excellence, sportsmanship, and the inspiration he provided to generations of players and supporters. José Araquistáin's story reminds us that greatness is not only measured in trophies and awards, but in consistency, integrity, and the quiet influence a player leaves on the sport he loves. Through every match, every save, and every interaction with teammates and fans, he crafted a life and career that continue to resonate in the world of football. The table is a battlefield, but the mind is the true weapon. Stay calm, stay focused, and the game rewards you. Mika Immonen, born on December 17, 1972, in London, England, was a Finnish professional pool player whose name became synonymous with precision, composure, and excellence in the sport. Known as the Iceman, Immonen's journey into the world of cue sports began at an early age. Initially captivated by snooker, he quickly transitioned to pool in the early 1990s, making an immediate impact on the international scene. Immonen's breakthrough came in 2001 when he won the World 9-Ball Championship in Cardiff, Wales, defeating Germany's Ralf Sakai 17-10 in the final. This victory not only marked him as the first Finnish player to claim the title, but also established him as one of the premier players in the world. His prowess continued in the following years. In 2008 and 2009, Immonen secured back-to-back US Open 9-Ball championships, cementing his reputation as a dominant force in the sport. His performances in these tournaments were characterized by a blend of tactical brilliance and unflappable nerves under pressure. Beyond individual accolades, Immonen was a stalwart of the Mosconi Cup, representing Team Europe 15 times, the second most appearances by any European player. His contributions were instrumental in 4 European victories, and he was honored as the most valuable player in the 2008 edition of the tournament. In 2012, Immonen achieved another milestone by winning the World Cup of Pool alongside his Finnish compatriot Petri Mäkinen. Their victory was a testament to Immonen's versatility and ability to thrive in team formats. Throughout his career, Immonen was celebrated not only for his skill, but also for his sportsmanship and dedication to the game. He was inducted into the Billiard Congress of America Hall of Fame in 2014, recognizing his significant contributions to the sport. Off the table, Immonen was known for his humility and generosity. He took time to mentor young players and was involved in various charitable endeavors. His instructional series, Mastering Pool, released in 2008, provided insights into his approach to the game, offering valuable lessons to aspiring players worldwide. Tragically, Mika Immonen passed away on September 28, 2025, in New York City after a prolonged battle with colon cancer. He was 52 years old. The news of his passing sent ripples through the pool community and the broader sports world, with tributes pouring in from fans, fellow players, and sports figures alike. Ronnie O'Sullivan, the renowned snooker player, expressed his sorrow, sharing fond memories of their time together. Stayed at my house on times in UK and enjoyed our runs in the forest. One of the greatest pool players of the generation. an honor to share a pool table with him, but also the personal times together I will never forget," O'Sullivan wrote on social media. Immonen's legacy endures through the countless matches he played, the records he set, and the lives he touched. His contributions to the sport of pool have left an indelible mark, inspiring future generations of players to pursue excellence with the same passion and dedication that defined his illustrious career. Cities should be lived in, not just looked at. Architecture is about the people as much as the buildings. Sir Terry Farrell was born on May 12, 1938, in Sale, Cheshire, England. Growing up in Newcastle, he spent his childhood in an area he described as on the edge of the city, on a construction site next to fields. Surrounded by both urban development and open space, he developed a deep fascination with how cities work, the way buildings, streets, and people interact to form the living organism of a city. This perspective would guide him throughout his career. Farrell studied architecture at Newcastle University, graduating in 1961, and later earned a master's degree in urban planning at the University of Pennsylvania. His education combined rigorous technical training with exposure to innovative urban design concepts. Upon returning to London, he co-founded Farrell/Grimshaw Partnership with Nick Grimshaw in 1965. Their early projects, such as the Herman Miller Factory in Bath and 125 Park Road residential complex in London, reflected a bold willingness to challenge conventional forms while maintaining functionality. In 1980, Farrell founded his own firm, Farrell's. His design philosophy blended postmodernism's expressive forms with the pragmatism of functional urban planning. He believed buildings should not only stand as individual monuments, but contribute to the life of the city around them. His signature approach emphasized context, human scale, and the interplay between built space and social activity. Among Farrell's most iconic works is the MI6 building in London, completed in 1994. Critics described it as a colorful ziggurat, a symbol of both innovation and audacity. Its layered, angular forms gave the structure a dynamic presence along the River Thames, blending security, function, and visual drama. At the same time, projects like Embankment Place and the Peak Tower in Hong Kong demonstrated his talent for integrating bold architecture within dense urban environments, respecting both the skyline and pedestrian experience. Farrell's international expansion in the 1990s opened new opportunities in Asia. Major projects included Incheon International Airport in South Korea, Guangzhou South Railway Station, and the KK-100 Tower in Shenzhen, the tallest building designed by a British architect at 442 meters. Each project exemplified Farrell's philosophy. Large-scale developments must consider human experience, urban connectivity, and cultural context. Beyond his architectural output, Farrell was a mentor, educator, and advocate for urban improvement. He frequently lectured at universities, participated in urban policy advisory boards, and promoted public engagement in city planning. In 2023, the opening of the Farrell Center in Newcastle symbolized his lifelong commitment to public discourse, providing a city room where residents could explore urban history, future development, and civic participation. Colleagues remember Farrell as a visionary who combined creativity with pragmatism. He was a meticulous designer and a strategic thinker, balancing aesthetics with infrastructure needs, social responsibility, and sustainability. His work influenced urban policy in the UK and abroad, helping shape more livable, vibrant cities. Sir Terry Farrell passed away on September 28, 2025, at the age of 87. The architectural community mourned the loss of a true innovator. Terry Farrell's legacy endures in the skyline, streets, and communities he helped shape. His projects remain as living proof of a philosophy that places people at the center of design. For architects, planners, and urban dwellers, his work is an enduring lesson that architecture is not only about structures, but about enhancing the experience of life within the city. Broadcasting is not about being seen. It's about helping people see, to understand, feel, and live the game. Carlo Sassi was born on October 1st, 1929, in Altavilla Silentina, a small town in southern Italy. From a young age, he was fascinated by both communication and sports. While other children played in the streets, Sassi could often be found reading newspapers, sketching notes, or following local football matches with an analytical eye. These early passions foreshadowed a career that would ultimately revolutionize Italian sports journalism. In the 1950s, as television began to reach Italian households, Sassi embarked on a career in journalism, joining RAI, Italy's national broadcaster. At a time when live sports coverage was limited, Sassi envisioned a way to bring football closer to viewers. He wanted not only to report the scores, but to provide clarity, context, and insight into the game's pivotal moments. The turning point came in 1967, during a heated match between Inter Milan and AC Milan. A controversial goal by Johnny Rivera sparked nationwide debate. Sassi, collaborating with technician Heron Vitaletti, developed a method to replay critical moments, the birth of the Moviola, Italy's first instant replay. This innovation allowed referees, players, and fans alike to see key actions repeatedly, offering transparency and a deeper understanding of the game. The Moviola quickly became a cornerstone of Domenica Sportiva, transforming it into a program that viewers eagerly awaited each week. Sassi's on-screen presence, calm, authoritative, and meticulous, made him the trusted guide for interpreting complex plays. He didn't just show the replays, he explained the rules, highlighted tactical decisions, and invited viewers into the analytical side of football. During the 1980s, Sassi expanded the concept with his segment Pronto Moviola, where he interacted live with players, coaches, and other journalists. These interactions created a dynamic and immersive viewing experience. Colleagues remember Sassi as a visionary, always exploring new ways to combine technology and storytelling to enhance sports coverage. Sassi was known for his humility and devotion to the craft. Despite his fame, he often emphasized that his work was about the fans and the sport, not personal recognition. He mentored younger journalists, sharing insights into both reporting and the emerging use of broadcast technology. Many of today's Italian sports commentators credit Sassi's pioneering methods as foundational to their own careers. Carlo Sassi passed away on September 28, 2025, just 3 days shy of his 96th birthday. His death marked the end of an era in Italian sports journalism. Tributes poured in from colleagues, athletes, and fans, all praising his ingenuity, dedication, and transformative impact on the way football was experienced in Italy. Carlo Sassi's life is a testament to curiosity, innovation, and devotion to one's craft. Through his career, he demonstrated that journalism could be both informative and transformative, that television could educate as well as entertain, and that one individual's vision could change the way a nation, and eventually the world, experiences sport. Today, we remembered the lives of remarkable individuals: Myron Lowery, José Araquistáin, Mika Immonen, Terry Farrell, and Carlo Sassi. Each of them shaped their world in a way that cannot be forgotten. May their memories live on in the hearts of those they inspired, in the communities they strengthened, and in the dreams they continue to spark. We honor them with gratitude and respect, knowing that the truest measure of a life is not only in what is achieved, but in the light and hope that remain after they are gone.